you. What? Thank you very much indeed. Well, it is the last battle of the week as we have fun with phrases over the next 30 minutes. So let's go and meet the four who are hoping to play for pounds after they've played for points. And firstly, it's my pleasure to welcome to the show an actress who's taking a break from playing the leader of the communist resistance in Allo Allo. No berry either tonight, or indeed striped shirt. It's Moira Foot. Welcome to the pyramid game. That's how they speak on there, isn't it?
Sort of, yes. A bit like
Tell me, because you're supposedly falling madly in love, or have been for many years, with Ornate. Do you think that Gordon Kay himself is a sexy sort of chap?
I think it's something to do with the hair oil, actually. I think it's something to do with that.
Is it really? A touch of the Equiswavo about it,
yes.
I think, maybe. Well, good to have you on the show, and I love the outfit. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
And let's meet a man who's returning from yesterday. Yes, he played on Thursday and already has £150. This is David Massey. Now, we learnt yesterday, of course, didn't we, David, that you like restoring vintage vehicles. It's a motorcycle cycle you're working on at the moment, though,
That's right, yes.
And do you work on four-wheeled vehicles too, though?
Well, yes, I had one before I got married and sold that for deposit on a house.
Yeah, I know you'd like to have a vintage MG at some point. I mean,
That's right, yeah.
What sort of money would you have to pay for one in pristine condition now?
In pristine condition, anything from about £8,000 up.
Really? Well, you've got 150. Well, you could have quite a bit towards it anyway at the end of this show. We've got David and Moira, ladies and gentlemen. And now my pleasure to welcome an old mate. We worked together at the BBC many, many years ago. We both got the sack. Since then, he's worked at Capital Radio in London and is responsible for bringing American football to the nation's attention. It is Nicky Horn.
Hello.
And, of course, you're radioing all over the country now.
Indeed, yes, I am.
By satellite. And, talking of which, of course, we'll be getting the Super Bowl this coming weekend, and after the show, you're more or less off to the stage.
Yes, I'm beaming off to Miami. So today it's Gillingham, tomorrow Miami.
Tomorrow
I
Miami.
get around.
Terrific. Good to have you with us, Nicky.
Nice to be here.
Let's meet the lady who's playing with Nicky on the show from Birmingham. It's Bronwyn Price. It says from Birmingham, Bronwyn, but there must be Welsh blood in your veins somewhere. Eh?
Well, Grimsby to Leicester, then Birmingham.
Really? So no Wales at all?
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather. Well, this is why you have this musical talent, because you play the piano, I believe, eh? What sort of stuff do you play?
All sorts. I've played in a pantomime orchestra, concerts, festivals.
Have you? Just a Jelly Roll Morton, can you manage that as well?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, it's good to have you with us today. Bronwyn and Nicky, ladies and gentlemen. Right, this is where we reveal all for the first time on the pyramid board. What have we got flashing away there? Pop them at me, precious little chin up. Big ears, we have the Good Earth, breeze blocks, and airs and graces. All fabulous, aren't they, and flashing away. Now, don't forget, there are some sounds, which I think you probably know by now, but they bear repeating for new viewers. This for a correct answer, and this for a breach of the rules. It wasn't me, I promise you. And, of course, when the Lucky Seven hoves into view... And that means there is a special pyramid prize on offer. There are 7 words in each of the 6 categories, and so let's head straight for the first one with you, Moira.
Big ears, I think.
Big ears you'll go for. Right. We have 7 people or things associated with Star Trek. And your example is Captain Kirk. Okie dokie, we have 30 seconds on our first clock, and your time starts now.
Big ears.
Mr. Spock.
The starship.
Enterprise.
You put it on a fire, you write in it.
Ink. Water.
You write in it.
Paper. Book.
You also put it on a fire.
Log.
The Scottish one.
Scotty.
Out in outer...
Space.
The Doctor.
McCoy.
His nickname. Things in your body. The outer space.
Oh, yes, indeed. They were boldly going towards that final one, too, but the time ran out, but nevertheless, they've got 6 points. Okay. I don't normally like to split my infinitive. Nevertheless, Nicky, what would you like to choose?
What do you fancy? Breeze blocks?
Anything.
Yeah, breeze blocks? OK,
breeze
fine.
blocks.
Yes,
right.
It's our pleasure. Words you associate with wind.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Right.
Your example here is a very strong one, a hurricane, and you've got 7 more things associated with wind. Your time starts now.
You sail one of these. It sails by wind power.
Yacht.
Right. This is a very, very strong wind.
Hurricane, tempest.
Force 10.
Cyclone.
Less than that.
Tempest. Oh.
Less than a tempest.
Hurricane.
Pass. Okay. You use a board on the ocean for this.
Surfboard.
Right. This is a small bit of wind.
Gust.
Right. You play one of these.
Clarinet.
No,
flute.
like that.
Trumpet.
At the bill. Trumpet, yeah.
I think we gave it, he
Yeah.
says. Looks at the adjudicator. The adjudicator feels frightened because Nicky's a big, mean chap.
I'm a
we
big,
therefore-
mean chap. Right?
At the end of that round, they've got 4 points. OK, 4 points and 4 categories left. This team in the lead by 2. David, what's your pleasure?
I think we'll have precious little, please.
Precious little you shall have. And we have 7 things that might be valuable, although they might not be big. And your example is necklace, OK? 7 more. Such, and your time starts now.
Girl's best friend.
Diamonds.
These are coins. They're made of gold, British coins. Another name for a king or queen as well.
Medal? No.
No, another name for a king or queen.
Sovereigns.
That's it. These are found in oysters.
Pearls.
Sometimes, yes. These are green stones. Green
Agate.
No, very precious gem.
Emerald.
Yes. You wear this on your lapel. You've got one on
brooch.
now. Yes. You put it on your finger.
Ring.
He's very small comedian with Ronnie Barker.
Aha! Isn't it so tempting? You see, you ran out of time, and you're not allowed to use any of the words, and you used one of the 2 Ronnies, and the other one, of course, was Ronnie Corbett. Nevertheless, you've moved on to 12 points. Airs and Graces, Chin Up, and the Good Earth. We've turned the set around, of course, and this time it's going to be Bronwyn to decide.
Airs and Graces.
Airs
Airs and Graces.
Airs and Graces. He's working with his foot. And things associated with singing. That's good, because you're musical, and your example is hum, OK? 7 others, and your time starts now.
Name Hour, the quiz show.
Tune.
They sing all together in a church.
Choir.
High voice, woman voice, the highest woman
Falsetto.
voice. No, one down, a woman's voice.
Pass.
Alto.
Pass.
Bloke's voice, bass, next one up.
Baritone.
Yes. Sings on his own.
Soloist.
Yes. Singing, when somebody comes and sings to you in a birthday, and they dress up as a busboy.
Singing telegram.
Yeah. Oh no, songs of
Praise.
longer.
Yes, that's fine. Oh, we accepted it. And at the end of that round, it's very close, this contest, to Nicky and Bronwyn. We have 10 points. So 10 points you have, but Chin Up and the Good Earth left. 10 points, just lagging behind by 2. So we give you the opportunity to go again, Bronwyn and Nicky. Which of these 2 categories? One of which is the lucky 7. Are you going to choose, do you think?
Good Earth.
The Good Earth. Aha, you cracked it. Let's see if you can guess all 7. Now, is Bronwyn going to describe?
You want to
We think that she
describe?
is.
Okay,
Right, OK. 7 things associated with electricity, and your example is a kettle, and you need to get all 7 guessed correctly here in order to win our special pyramid prize, OK?
I'll do my best.
7 things associated with electricity, and your time starts now.
You cook on it. Electric, when it hurts.
Hot plate.
Electrocute yourself.
Ring.
What do you get?
Shot.
You put it in a light.
Bulb.
Electric, somebody comes and reads it.
Meter.
Central something board.
Heat.
Central electricity, something...
Generating board.
Not ing, another word at the
Generate.
end. Electricity, they carry the electricity.
Highland.
Yes. Thunderhand.
Lightning.
You were motoring quite well there, I think. Just stuck on a couple, but nevertheless, you're still in the game with 15 points. Of course, that meant that the Lucky 7 prize was not won today, the Special Pyramid prize, but we've turned the set round, I see, to face Moira. You're going to describe in the category Chin Up, huh? We have all these things to do with boxing. As you might expect, your example is referee, and your time starts now.
The sound it makes at the end of a round.
Ding, bell.
The things round the
Ropes.
outside. Things they wear on their hands.
Gloves.
What they stand on.
Ring. Canvas.
Yes. They count them out.
Seconds.
The person they're fighting.
Seconds.
No, the
Opponents.
yeah. When they're on the floor.
Out. Knocked out.
Yeah.
KO.
Yeah, that's it, and that was the knockout punch, because I can tell you now that Moira and David are the winners. Bronwyn, 'twas a brief sojourn with us, but it's been very nice to meet you. You enjoyed yourself?
Yes, smashing, thanks.
Good. Well, we'll have you a little drinky poo after, should be okay. Nice to see you here with us. Nicky, you'll play again in part 2, of course. But now, for the second time, David plus his partner Moira are going to play for pounds. Right, sit yourselves down there. I say the second time, of course, because, David, you did this yesterday, did you not?
Yes,
with Bill Oddie, and did rather well, to the tune of £150. The first time for you, though, Moira.
Yes.
But you look fairly calm and relaxed. Your man here knows exactly what he's doing. We are going to put for you 60 seconds on the clock as you go through these here and try to make yourself another £275. The 60 seconds start now.
These are methods of recalling...
Ways of...
Yes, methods of recalling back to your memory.
Ways of remembering the past.
Just the one,
ways
3
of-
words.
Ways of thinking. Ways of...
The first word was OK the first time.
ways of remembering.
Yes. These are well-known monarchs, not
Famous,
females.
Famous kings.
These are the sole, the upper, the laces.
Parts of a shoe.
Yes. Flies, bees, wasps.
Insects.
Yeah, kinds of.
Types of insects.
Packages or shirts, suits in a valise. You've
Things in a suitcase.
My husband... No, not my husband.
Dialogue.
My husband, Dennis. Dialogue,
Dialogue
yes.
that Margaret Thatcher might say.
Not, what's her title?
Dialogue the Prime Minister might say.
Yes, that's it! Yay! Well, you were a bit nervous about that as well.
I
know, but you did fantastically well. Well, what can I tell you there, David? You do live to fight again, of course, in part 2 of the show, your third visit. You've got 275 there, which we add to the 150, which brings to, you tell me, is it £425? I think it is, something like that. A substantial amount, anyway. We'll be back in a moment, of course, to meet one more contestant, a brand new one on the Pyramid Game.
Right.
All right, well done. Thank you very much indeed. Well, David Massey has matched minds with Moira Foote, and in fact they did so well that they cracked the jackpot, and now David has £275 added to his 150 there for a total of £425. That means he's nipped smartly across the studio to join Nicky Horn for his final game, because you're only allowed 3. It does, of course, though, give me the opportunity to welcome a young lady onto the show, right? A brand new one. Playing with Moira Foote, we welcome from Bristol, Dot Perrier. Well, we've introduced you to Dot Perrier. That's all water under the bridge, and we'll now find out what you do for a living then, Dot.
Well, by daytime I work for a children's charity collecting waste things to make into playthings, and in the evening I help run 2 drama groups.
Oh, really? Well, in fact, I do know that you've just finished a Christmas show.
That's right.
Does that mean you take a break now? You're preparing for something
No,
else?
we're straight into the next one, which is going to be a big one for Easter involving about 50 kids, and we're writing it all ourselves.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, I think that deserves a round of applause in itself, don't you? Go on. Well, good to have you on the show, Dot. It's Dot and Moira, it's the girls playing the boys here. So let's look at the brand new pyramid categories here. Some classic categories about to be revealed here on the board. Chip chop on the tiles, lick and stick, A to B, they're all up there. And as always, we start with the new contestant, but with the celebrity. So, Moira, what would you like to pick?
What do you think? Watch the birdie, I think.
Watch the birdie. Right, we have 7 things associated with the game of golf. And your example is caddy, OK? Think carefully, think golf. Think 30 seconds. They start now.
What you hit with.
A club.
What you go off.
A tee.
Your actual movement.
A putt.
No, your movement of the arm.
Swing.
What you just said.
Tee.
No, the other word.
Putt.
Yes. What you go out of. If you're in the sand.
Bunker.
This is a big bird and also another name for
A
the term.
birdie. No, no.
A big bird with big wings.
Eagle.
Yes. For the course. Something for the course.
Par.
Yes, that's it. That's wonderful stuff. Did you see the expressions on their faces when I told them what it was going to do? Oh, no, none of that. And at the end of it, what have they got? 7 points. OK, then, following on, Nicky.
Right, chip shop.
Good man.
Right, that, of course, the sound, which means we have revealed the Lucky 7 category. If Nicky describes awfully well, not using any of the words or part thereof that you see on the screen, and they manage to get all 7 in the 30 seconds, there's another special Pyramid prize on offer for young Mr. Massey over there. Not that he's got one already, but there would be one for you now, OK? So, in this category, we have 7 things associated with wood. For instance, door, all right? 30 seconds and your time starts now.
This grows in the forest, yes. This is at the bottom of the garden.
Fence.
No, you put things in this thing
Shed.
at the bottom of the, yes. This guy works with wood.
Woodman.
No.
Carpenter.
Right. This is under the ground,
Roots.
little animal.
A mole.
No, a smaller animal.
Vole.
No, a much smaller animal.
Woodlice.
No, pass. This person's nose grew and grew and grew and grew.
Pinocchio.
Yes. This you build this out of trees and. Oh God.
Yes, indeed. And in fact, unfortunately, probably provides David with one of his biggest nights of the year because it's a bonfire, which is what we were talking about there. Oh. You did right to pass, though, nevertheless, because you were getting stuck on worm, because it would worm, you see. So that gives the boys 4 points. Come on, I would call them men, but they gave me a 5 each to call them boys. So, lick and stick on the tile, splash A to B. What will it be now, then? Dot.
Splash.
Splash. 7 things, or even 7 things, you might find in a bath, like oil, OK? And we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for you. Your time starts now.
You wash with this.
So?
You put it on your finger.
Put on your finger.
A wedding.
Ring.
Another thing you wash with, it's not a flannel. It's a
Loofah.
No, it's a dead animal.
Sponge.
Yeah. I'm forever blowing.
Bubbles.
What goes in to stop the water going out?
Plug.
Sometimes they come up the plug hole. Nasty
spiders.
8-legged. What you said just now, what you use on your back.
Loofah.
Yes, that's very good. They've done another one. They have. Dot is smiling, not unsurprisingly. Yes, the ladies have 14 points. Are we about to see the demise of our current champion, David Massey? I wonder. Well, he's smiling. There's a bit of grit in that man. What are you going to choose?
Well, whichever way, I think we'll go on the tiles, please.
Right, OK. And we have 7 things you associate with cats, all right? And your example is Siamese. 7 other things you associate with cats. The time starts now.
A baby cat.
Kitten.
What they do when they're pleased. They make a noise called a...
Meow.
No, when they're pleased, they make a noise in the back of the throat.
Purr.
Yes. Cartoon characters. With a mouse as well.
Oh, Jerry.
Yes, the other one?
Tom.
Yes. How many have they got? They've got
9 lives.
Yes. What they grow out the side of the face?
Whiskers.
Yes. A type of cat. Stripy one.
Siamese.
No, stripy cat.
Pass.
Pass. What cats like to eat?
Right. I tell you what, if you've got a Siamese cat with a stripe, it's worth a lot of money. It really is.
Your mind just goes blank.
I know.
You know what it is, but your mind just goes blank.
It was a tabby, don't worry about it. Nevertheless, you've done a bit of catching up there to get to 9 points. And we stay with you, giving you the opportunity to go into the lead, OK, to give the ladies a score to aim at. So what's it going to be, guys?
Lick and stick, I think, please.
Lick and stick, and you're staying describing there, David, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. 7 things associated with writing a letter. And your example is a post box, 7 more of those. Your time starts now.
It's what you actually write on.
Paper.
Yes. It's what you write with.
Pen.
Yes. It's what you write on the envelope so it can get to the person.
The address.
If you want to moan about something, you write a letter of...
Complaint.
Yes. This is when you go the best possible way you can, but to send a letter. Second class and...
First class.
what you put the paper in.
An envelope.
Yes. What you put on the envelope to send it.
Stamp.
Yeah, that's it. And we had a bit of an oh there, of course, because you said class, didn't you? Nevertheless, it's quite good. 15 points. In his heart of hearts, though, David knows that Dot only has to perform averagely here with Moira in order to take the contest. And, of course, it's going to be A to B. 7 ways of getting from one place to another. Your example is taxi, all right? We have another 7 for you. 30 seconds on the clock. It starts now.
Red ones, mainly in London.
Buses.
You just do it with your legs, very
Walk.
slowly. You get on it, it's a big thing with wings.
Aeroplane.
You get on it, it goes along a track.
A train.
Yes. It goes on the sea.
Boat. Ship.
It's got wheels on, you put them on your feet.
Roller skates.
You do this on the side of the road.
Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. You say yes, I say yes, everybody says yes, and I can tell you... That's magnificent. You have done something which not many people manage to do. You've got a full 21 points, 3 sevens, 21, and of course that means that Dot and Moira are the winners. You're a sporting chap, David, I know. You've got yourself the £425 already, and I'm sure you don't mind going out to a contestant of that calibre either, do you?
No, of course not.
It's been marvellous to see you. Give our love to your little girl as well.
I will do.
We didn't name check her. What's her name?
Emma.
Emma. All right. Special to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And of course, you've got our Pyramid Game trophy, too. Give him a nice round of applause. David Massey's been a good player. Well, you are a very lucky so-and-so. Or look, you lucky so-and-so, whichever way down that goes. You're going to Miami, and I wish I was.
Yes, I am, yes.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Well, in fact, in a suit like that, you could almost be a quarterback.
I could indeed. Nicky Horn, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being with us, Nicky. And now, just one more pleasant duty to perform, because Dot and Moira are going to play for pounds. Right, well, it's phrases rather than individual words this time. Some of them are bigger than others, OK? Remember your types, your kinds, your dialogues, right? All that sort of thing, OK? Righty-ho, all right? We have 60 seconds on the clock for you this time, right? Double the time, and you've got plenty of time to do it in. The time starts now.
Types of items that you are in a rubbish thing.
Kinds of...
It's refuse.
kinds of litter? Sorts of litter? Kinds of...
Pass. Different things that you read.
Types of books?
Yes. Dialogue, something that somebody might... not the boss, but his...
Something a secretary might say?
Somewhere for bits of something that you sleep on.
Parts of a bed?
Something that you eat and you get it from the sea and it's got something hard around it.
Shellfish?
Yes. Items which are in a rubbish thing.
Types
a
of...
round thing, it's metal.
Types of... dustbin?
Sorry.
Come on, let's hear it from there.
200.
Places to eat, difficult that. I think I would have been tempted to say, and maybe a little piece of advice when you come back on Monday, you know, because you're going to play it again. If you get to this position, of course, after having played the points game, places to eat would be restaurants, cafeterias, picnic tables. Oh, look, easy for me. We make them. We make them up. Of course you are. You've got 150. You've got yourself £200, which is a very, very good start. OK. Can you come back and be with us on Monday?
I sure can.
I'm sure you can. Moira, it's been marvellous to see you. And we look
Thank
forward
you.
to the next
I've
series of
enjoyed it.
Hello, Hello on the Box as well.
Yes, hopefully.
And I just say I love the outfit too. That's it for this week. Have yourselves a very, very good weekend. Of course, we will be back with you on Monday, and I hope you join us then on the Pyramid Game.